Yesterday I posted a Q&A on Instagram, and here are the answers to the questions that you guys asked me. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give me a follow, and you can ask some shit on the next Instagram. I literally said, ask me anything, and this is what was asked. But here we go, get in the zone. Get in the zone. Got these in because I want to listen to some sick tunes, and I can't listen to music whilst I'm speaking to you guys because of the mic will pick it up and it will ruin all my footage, ruin all my cuts when I mess up and swear and say things that I should probably cut out. So I have to listen to music in here. The reason I wanted to do a Q&A, and I haven't done one before, was because doing this, making videos, it's really hard to actually like show who I actually am, if that makes any sense. I want to be as real as I possibly can. Like, I don't want to be one of these people that pretends to be someone they're not, and I find that a lot of people on YouTube do that, and I really don't dig it. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try and be myself as much as possible. It's really hard when you sit in a room on your own talking to a camera, but that's why I'm doing it. And this is what I'm gonna do, and answer as real as possible. So what I'd actually say off the camera kind of thing. I wanna be real, I wanna be legit with you guys. I don't wanna be one of these people that is a totally different person on camera as they are off camera. So you gotta know that I'm a cunt in real life. So I'll be a cunt on camera, and I'm a cunt in real life. But, all right, let's go. Right, first question from Omar.missiongains, okay? What was your first cycle? Thanks, Omar, thanks for the question. Thanks, bro. I'm natural. Next question. What's the best way to get your back stronger and more defined? All right, this is what I really want to work on my bulk. So this is from DC_gains on Instagram. Well, by definition, I'm gonna say width and thickness, so wider and thick back. I've got a pretty good back. I know that I've a good back compared to the rest of me. So I'm gonna say what was responsible to that was swimming at an early age. I did loads of swimming, loads of surfing. So that's kind of benefited my back from a young age. And in terms of the actual gym, I'd say the best movements that I like for back are probably deadlifts, any kind of rows. So one arm rows I really like, bent over rows, seated rows. All the freaking rows are good. Lat pull down and pull-ups. They're probably my favorite back movement. In terms of strength and more definition, deadlifts, so like stuff like 5 sets of 5, low reps, heavyweight deadlifts, that hits all your back as well, so that's a brilliant exercise. I quite like to go heavy on bent over rows as well sometimes. But then basically combining strength movements, so low reps heavy weights with slightly lighter weight and high rep hypertrophy movements to build muscle, like more muscles building specific movements, is a great way to go for building a good back. My main goal in my bulk is to get a wider back, so I'm going to be doing a lot more about the back and trying to build my back up. So I did my legs, and now let's do my back. Let's get a nice wider back. Mike lifts, Michael, I'm coming for your back gains, bro. I want them, I want that width. But in terms of definition as well, when you see these guys with absolute mental backs on stages and stuff like that, it's all about body fat percentage. So you can get a good back with normal body fat, but it comes to a point where if you want your back to look ridiculous, like Christmas tree and all shredded, you're gonna have to drop your body fat, you're gonna have to cut, you're gonna have to drop some fat. Foxy's Fitness Journey asks, what's your opinion on intermittent fasting? Well, Foxy's Fitness Journey, I do it, okay? I do it at the moment, but I do it very loosely, and before my competition, I did do it. So basically what I do, intermittent fasting is where you only eat from a certain time. So like, before the competition, I'd only eat food from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 o'clock at night. Then all the other time, I wouldn't eat food. It's basically like meant to be really good for like regulation of hormone levels and insulin and stuff like that, and meant to make you burn fat quicker. But there's like a lot of controversy around how effective it actually is. But that's not the reason I did it. I think intermittent fasting is great when you're in a calorie deficit, and the reason that I did it was because it makes you feel more satisfied. So if you've got, say if you've got 2,000 calories to eat, if you have those 2,000 calories over a 16 to 18 hour window, that's like what? X amount of calories per hour. That's not a lot of calories every hour. If you stuff all those calories into a smaller 8-hour window, then you've got all those calories to eat in a very small amount of time. So it basically makes you feel more satisfied and fills you up, and I think it's great in terms of that. But in terms of the whole fat burning and like physiological effects, I'm not so sure. So I would recommend it to people. I'd say it's great in terms of like making you feel less satisfied, stopping you from binge eating and stuff like that. But in terms of actual results, who knows, man, who knows. Will Futter ask, what do you find is the most effective way to relieve lower back pain after a workout? Well, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a sports therapist. Me personally, I found that I got a lot of lower back pain from deadlifting and training legs. So when I did like deadlifts and legs very close together, or trained legs 3 times a week, which I did for a while, my lower back would kill. So maybe tone the training down a bit if you're doing a lot of like core orientated stuff in a very short amount of time. So maybe space it out a bit more, space out squats and deadlifts a bit more if you're doing those. Or the main thing is just to ensure that you have a nice neutral back, a nice neutral straight spine, good posture. You're not bending and rounding your back when you're lifting weights. Or the adverse as well, a lot of people do, including myself, is you try and correct your posture and give yourself a good, nice straight back, and you end up like almost overextending your spine and putting unnecessary strain on the muscles that surround it. So, I don't know, I'd say take it easy, lower the weight down a bit worry about, that shit should all help as well. ePatrick14 asks, have you got a 5-to-1 dick to ball ratio? If not, how are you going to go about getting there? Hashtag whatever it takes, hashtag goddammit, hashtag 5% of life. Well bro, at the moment I've got like a 1-to-5 dick to ball ratio, so I'm so natty that my ball sack is actually 5 times the size of my dick, so I've got some real problems there. When Rich Piana recommends me some good drugs to take, hopefully one day I'll have that 5-to-1 dick to ball ratio, but at the moment I'm unfamiliar, so can't really help you out there, bro. Nathan said, how much cardio should I do on my off season? Cardio, what's that, bro? John says, what's in your gym bag? Well, I kind of looked forward to doing this. I was going to troll you all, and I went online, brought like 10 packs of needles from eBay, and I was just going to fill my gym bag up with needles. But they said that my needles would come by Friday, and my needles didn't come. So I'm not happy about that. No trolling will be happening, but I just wanted to tell you what I was going to put in my gym bag. What's in my gym bag? Stuff, John. Stuff's in my gym bag. ePatrick asks as well, what's your favourite cheat meal? Pizza Hut, I reckon, or a curry. One of the two, depends on how I'm feeling. Can9_9 asks, what should I do? Shred, bulk, shred, or bulk and shred? He says he's 5'11", 164 pounds. I'm 5'11" and 180, you're 5'11", 164. That seems pretty damn light. So if I was you personally, without knowing you, without looking at anything like that, I would bulk, then shred. But Nathan said something to me that was very relevant as well. This is a completely personal thing. If you feel fat and you're not happy with what you look like now because you think you're too fat, when you bulk, you only get fatter. So it's probably not best to bulk if you feel like that about yourself. But if you feel small, then I'll bulk. So it's a personal thing, man. No one can really tell you what to do as well. Like when summer, don't know if you're from England, like summer's coming up now in England. Well, it's getting hotter now in England. So I wouldn't want to bulk now really, just for that reason, because I'd like to stay relatively shredded. But you said you're a beginner. If I was a beginner, what I would do is I'll just go to the gym, wouldn't care about diet. I'll just go to the gym for a couple of months, enjoy it, continue eating normally as possible, and then just let nature take its course, man. So don't worry about diet, don't worry about nutrition, anything like that. Just go to the gym, start lifting weights, start enjoying it, start getting used to the movements, and then once you're like into the swing of things and got used to that, then I'd say start looking at your diet and really taking it seriously. But in terms of cutting or bulking, it's up to you. Harriet says, when dieting, do you ever slip up and overeat/binge? Yes, I think everyone does that. I am a massive fat boy at heart. I'm a freaking comfort eater. Like if I get stuck on an exam question or anything like that, I'll go home and stuff my face full of shit. What's your advice if you have / do that, and how do you rectify it? Okay, I do one of two things. If I've got like a big session ahead of me after I've had like this binge eat and eating loads of shit, I'll go to the gym and I will absolutely smash a session. So I know that all the shit that I'm eating isn't just going to stay in my body and be doing nothing and making me fat. It's going to be actively working. It's going to benefit me in some way or another. So it might make me put on a bit of body fat, retain a bit of water, but it's also going to make me put on some muscle mass. So I think of it that way. So it's a good thing, man. Even if you eat loads of shit, you're like, hey, maybe your body needs a refeed day anyway. I don't suggest doing cardio and trying to burn out the amount of calories that you ate, because then you probably have an eating disorder and need to see someone about that. Or the other thing that I do is I compensate for it. So say if I ate a bar of chocolate for breakfast, I'm a big fan of flexible dieting. If I ate a bar of chocolate for breakfast, I might just have some lean meats and some vegetables and a little bit of sweet potato rather than a lot of sweet potato to compensate for the extra carbs I had in the morning. So it's all about compensation and making sure that your net macronutrients, so the total macronutrients at the end of the day, fit. Esme Grace says, why do you only come to my house to see my parents and use my hot tub and not see me anymore? You got a hot tub, which is pretty good, and your parents are also pretty sound. So thing in the equation here that isn't working out is you, so guess I don't like you. Sorry, Esme. Tony Brisson asks, what is your personal weekly workout routine? That's like a tongue twister, man. Well, they vary for a few months. When I'm bulking, I'm a big fan of push-pull legs when I'm bulking, and I'm a fan of other splits. I kind of make my own splits up depending on how I'm feeling and what muscle group I want to hit the most. At the moment anyway, I've got Monday, which is chest and tricep, Tuesday back and bicep, Wednesday, which is rest, aka cardio and abs, ain't no rest for wicked. Thursdays, shoulders, Friday, legs, Saturday is arms, and Sunday is meant to be rest, but I do cardio on that day as well. So I've basically got no rest days, although cardio is pretty much a rest. It's not an actual, you're not lifting any weight, so therefore you're not working hard. Fit for the Gram asks, how do you get a sponsorship? Well, at the moment, I've got Beef Company, Muscle Food, and I've been in talks with some little clothing company as well about getting sponsored by them. So I wouldn't say I'm fully sponsored. I'd say when you're sponsored, you can make a living from it. I'd say a professional athlete can say they're sponsored. I am sponsored, but all I get is freebies. I don't get money, I don't get paid. So therefore, I wouldn't say I'm fully sponsored. But my opinion in terms of the whole sponsorship thing is you can go about it in the fitness industry in one of two ways. You either get big, massive and amazing as fuck looking, or you get a massive social media following. That's how you make it. You have one of those two options. I'll do a video on my opinion about this, like a whole video if you want me to. Just give me a comment down below if you want to hear what I have to say about it. But I want to go about it from the getting big and getting a social media following way. Companies want to benefit something from you. If you're big, winning all the competitions, they can say, oh yeah, this guy uses my products. And then he can sell your products because he says he uses them and he looks big and he looks great. And then I'll be like, oh man, Jeff Size uses CrossFit Vegan Natty Herbalife products. I want to use that. I want to buy that and look like Jeff. So that's the first way of doing it. Second way of doing it is to just get a big social media following, okay? Andrew Ross asks, you go do a big dirty bulk after training for summer, and what was your cutting/calorie macro split? Yes, I'm definitely a bulk after a cut for summer, 100%. I'm not sure, not actually sure if it's going to be clean or dirty. I'm going to say it's going to be clean because if you look at my transformation that I did, the 10-week one, I was not happy with how fat I was looking back at that. I like absolutely no jawline. I like being slightly aesthetic. And although I wasn't fat, I still kind of had abs. I didn't want to get to that body fat. So I'd like to get to that weight again with lower body fat. But we shall see. I'm going to have cheats, obviously, but I'm trying to stick to my macros as much as possible. Still stuff my face with pizza and stuff like that. But I want to be leaner than last time. So at the moment, I'm going to say I'm going to do a clean bulk. And my cutting/calorie macro split, what was it? What when I was bulking? Oh god, I was on like a ridiculous amount of protein. I think I had like 270 grams of protein, and like I had too much protein basically. My fat was fine, about 20%, and then my carbs are okay. So this time around though, I'm going to have less protein, so I'll probably go to around 240 grams of protein, 80 grams of fat, and then make up the rest of my calories with carbs. So controlling my calories with carbs basically. Zach Ganasha asks, Zach Jonasha, I can't pronounce your name. Zach Jonasha asks, for nearest decimal place, how many 8-hour arm workouts will it take to achieve 41-inch biceps completely natty, baby, please? Well, mine are about 44 at the moment, and I do around 7.64 8-hour arm workouts per week, so one every day. After every single session I do my 8-hour arm workout, and then on the final day I'll do the 0.64 on the Sunday, which is meant to be the rest day after the 8-hour arm workout. So I'd say about 7.64 for 44-inch biceps. If you want to get to 41, you could maybe get away with 6.38 naturally, and then if you just do like 4.2 8-hour arm workouts per week, you probably get to around, what, 38-inch arms. Last but not least, Laurie Elevi asks, do you like Skittles? I fucking love Skittles. Right, that's a Q&A. I think I spoke really fast. I'm always worried about dragging out these videos for way too long. I'm hitting Body Power tomorrow as well, so if you guys are at Body Power, give me a shout out in the comments, come and find me, and I'll be on the no sponsor loves me enough to put me on their booth, so I'll be walking around all on my own. So come and find me, keep me some company. I might be there Saturday evening. I think I'm going to train in the evening as well, try and find some athletes to train with, get some footage with, and then I'm going to be there all day Sunday, then maybe a little bit Saturday, but staying in Birmingham Saturday night. So give me a shout if you're about. Give me a follow on Instagram anyway, hit me up, and I will do another one if you guys enjoy this. If this one doesn't get like 50 dislikes and 1 like, I will do another one. So hit me up on Instagram, and I'll post the questionnaire on there. The questionnaire? I'll post a post on there that says ask me some shit, and you can ask me some shit, and I'll literally answer anything you guys want. So that was that. That's pretty much everything I wanted to say. I'm going to turn this camera off now, and then I'll remember something that I really wanted to say straight after. But so far that's it.